Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I actually just had a little thought that I wanted to share with you. I kind of had a little bit of an aha moment last week. And what is funny is it actually came from my daughter. It came from her and playing softball. And you'll be surprised how this actually relates to my business. But let me tell you kind of what happened. So last week, or over the last couple of weeks, my daughter's been struggling, going through a bit of a hitting slump. Like, I'm sure most of you, either have kids who played baseball or softball, or maybe you did when you were younger. So I'm sure you can relate. Heck, players in the major leagues even have hitting slumps. It's just something that happens, right? So my daughter, she's 16 now, so she's getting a little bit older, and, she tends to think that she knows everything, and mom's just stupid and can't possibly know anything about softball whatsoever, even though I've probably clocked more hours watching softball than anyone should possibly have to in their life, but I won't get into that. So the last tournament she was in, she was just so down because she was just having a hard time, and she takes it so personally, and she's like her own worst enemy, because when it gets in her head, she doesn't do any better because it's all in her head. She's stressing herself out. She's not just calm, relaxed going up there. So she's striking out, or she's hitting these little dribblers. So I finally just kind of had this moment last week where I thought, you know what? Normally I don't talk to her. She's got a hitting coach, spends all this time working on hitting. Heck, she turned our downstairs into like this makeshift hitting batting cage. She's got tees down there and all sorts of stuff. So, she kind of knows what she's doing. But I thought, it's really time to have just a mom-daughter talk, because she was taking it too much to herself, too personally. She was letting it get to her. She was letting it upset her. So I just said to her, I was like, I know that you think things are really complicated, that you have all this stuff going on in your head whenever you go up there, but it's really simple. All it is see ball, hit ball. And she looked at me with that, typical teenager face of, Mom, you have no idea what you're talking about. And I said, you know what, I get that when you go up there, you're looking for a certain pitch, and you want to take it this way, or you want to do that, or, there's all this strategy that goes into it. And I get that that's what you're trying to do. But how's that working for you? It's not. It doesn't mean anything if you don't make contact with the ball. And for the first time, she kind of looked at me like, Mom made a little bit of sense. I'm like, yeah. So I start thinking, and we actually were out of town, so I was driving back home. So I start thinking, and I think, this is kind of a lot of what we go through as home business owners a lot. We go through these phases where we just get stuck in these ruts, and we do things even though they don't even work sometimes. We're so used to doing them day in and day out, we just keep doing them. And so many people say, this time of year is the slowest time of year. The summer, it's the slowest time of year for marketers and people in this industry. But it's only the slowest time of year if you're not doing anything. There's so many strategies that people try to learn, and so many of my students, I see them get so overwhelmed. And this is what it comes down to. You don't need to know everything about something before you take the first step. Just like my daughter, you can be your own worst enemy. It can be in your head. I've seen so many people. In the blog post that I posted, I used video marketing as an example. Okay, video marketing is the easiest way. Anyone who wants to try to rank on search engines and get some free residual traffic, video marketing, best way to go. Does it cost you anything besides the webcam? Super easy to do, because search engines love videos more than they even love content. But I've watched people who will tweak that one video for so long, they could have made 5 other videos in the same amount of time. I'm not saying you have to look like an idiot. I'm saying you just need to be yourself. Look at me, for example. I just got home from the ball field. I'm not looking my best, but you know what? I am who I am. This is who I am. I'm not going to sit here and go get dressed up to talk to you about this one thought that I had when I probably could have made 3 other videos. You don't need to know everything before you do something. You need to keep yourself in action at all times. Don't let yourself get into a slump. And I actually thought of a couple of things that they were so dumb, but they made this huge difference in my business this week. I started keeping a timer. And I started thinking, with the amount of time that I have, there's certain goals I should be able to meet. There are certain, meaning criteria that I set up for myself for things that I should be churning out. Content I should be doing, videos, articles, certain marketing I should be doing. With the time that I have allowed, I need to make sure I'm getting those things done. So I wanted to track my time and see what I was doing. And I was surprised how much time really was wasted on things that it didn't need to be spent on, and how rearranging that time, I could actually accomplish so much more. So just thinking outside the box and thinking outside of your own head and getting out of your own head sometimes can bring so much progress. And I came tonight to tell you about this because, I just got home from the ball field, and apparently my little aha moment that I had when I broke out my Dr. Phil line, "How's that working for you?" worked. Because today, at my daughter's game, first at bat, she had perfect bunt. She was just supposed to, move somebody over. She ended up getting on base. She ended up turning it into a run. And then her last at bat of the game, she had a triple. So, problem solved, right? Because so much of it is in her head. Now she's totally relaxed. She doesn't even have to worry about it. So with your business, start thinking differently. Take those strategies. Take the ones that work. Quit wasting your time on the things that don't work. I challenge you to use the timer. I'm going to put it here in the blog post below. I want you to time what you're doing, how much time you're spending, and what results you're getting from it. Then I challenge you to actually learn a step of something and do it. Not move on to the next step of learning and the next step and the next step. I want you to learn it, do it. Learn it, do it. Learn it, do it. And see what happens. And see how fast your business moves forward. Then pretty soon, you're going to have that thing mastered. So then you're going to become, do the thing you've already mastered, learn something, do it. Do the thing you've already mastered, learn something, do it. And repeat and repeat and repeat. And you're going to continue to build on that. Don't get stuck in inaction. That's how so many people end up failing in this industry, because they get frustrated because they don't see results, when really they didn't do anything to create the results in the first place. People come to me and say, I'll say, what's your goal for the month? What's your main goal? Well, my main goal is I want to recruit 5 people into my primary business. Okay. What do you need to do to reach that goal? And I mean, what do you need to do each day to reach that goal? You guys know how much I love the checklist. I'll show you here. I don't know what I do without my checklist. Have my daily checklist. I'm just getting ready to fill out what I need to do tomorrow morning when I wake up. Oh, zoomed out. Sorry about that. So, of course, I recommend the checklist. You take those things and move your business forward with them. It's only the slowest time of the year if you make it the slowest time of the year. You can get out of your batting slump in your business just by taking a little bit of action. Just by doing a little bit each and every day. You can reach that main goal, but you don't reach that main goal when you look at it as a mountain. You need to see ball, hit ball. Then you'll worry about all the other stuff. Don't worry about learning everything under the sun before you take your first step, or you'll never take your first step. So, anyway, hope this starts you off to a good, happy marketing week. Just a little aha moment I had that I thought I should share. If you liked the video, please like it underneath and share it with your Facebook audience. Share it with your friends. Maybe it'll give them some insight onto how to change their mindset for the week, and maybe they'll reach some goals that they have been, trying to reach, but just aren't even putting them in measurable terms. So anyway, everybody have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.